I will be examining the differences and similarities between the characters Mr. Link from Laika's Missing Link and the Beast from Disney's Beauty and the Beast, focusing on physicality, characteristics, and design. The Beast wants to return to how he was, and the narrative supports the idea that being a beast is bad, by transforming him back into a human at the end, despite Belle falling in love with him in beast form. This reinforces the idea that a beast, or outsider, can't exist in society or have relationships. This is further shown by the hostility of the townsfolk when they form a mob and invade the castle.
There is no place for you among us.
Mr. Link, however, seeks belonging with the Yetis, who show him such animosity that he is forced to leave with his friends and is instead accepted into the human world. This breaks the social idea of banding together with your tribe and reinforces the idea that outsiders can participate in normal life. The Beast is constantly aware that he is undesirable, and this is underpinned by the comments of other characters throughout the film.
Did you honestly think she'd want you?
He is posed as a romantic interest from the start, but his aggression continuously proves that he is not a match for the lovely Belle.
Please don't leave me.
Belle calls the Beast her friend when defending him from the townsfolk, despite claiming
I love you.
later the same night. This could be due to her having a genuine realisation of love when she sees him, but it's more likely she dulled down the expression of her feelings to avoid social exile for admitting her love for such a pariah. She also delays kissing him until he is a handsome prince once again. Many people have speculated on whether Belle developed Stockholm Syndrome during her time with the Beast. Heather Stevens wrote on the subject, "Much of their relationship is grounded in the power the Beast holds over Belle. Even their size difference reinforces the Beast's role as the dominant looming presence in Belle's life." Mr. Link is refused any love story at all, and nothing about him is sexualised or romanticised. Interestingly, his physicality and behaviour connote somewhat of a genderless being, emphasised by the dichotomy of his title, Mr., and his chosen name, Susan, which Lionel points out.
That is a girl's name.
This is played for laughs, encouraging the audience to notice the disparity in the character's gender. The Beast's designer, Glenn Keane, described him as an amalgamation of buffalo, gorilla and lion parts, emphasising the animalistic nature of the character visually. However, Keane also said he wanted to convey a man looking out from inside the Beast, giving him his blue human-like eyes. It is this contrast of ferocity and vulnerability that makes the Beast's face so expressive and thus magnetic to an audience. The Beast walks on his hind legs for much of the film, only dropping onto all fours when he is angry or has a setback. By the end of the film, he almost exclusively walks upright, showing his progression into a tamer and more human character. Nina Molnar wrote of the film, "The audience is enabled to witness a rather romantic transition, particularly stressed through the gradual transformation of the Beast. We are led to believe that the Beast was 11 years old when he was cursed, and has only grown up with Cogsworth, Lumiere and Mrs. Potts as his parental figures. His dominance over Belle and Maurice is quite at odds with his almost childlike following of his servant's guidance, particularly when he has a tantrum after Belle rejects his dinner invitation.
You must control your temper!
This naivety can also be seen very clearly in Mr. Link. His high-pitched voice and reliance on Lionel for direction is suggestive of a father-son relationship. This may be because Mr. Link is Laika's first main character who isn't a child. Giving him a child's mind and behaviour allows the young audience to relate to him despite not looking like him. Mr. Link is at first feared by Lionel due to his size and the growling noises he makes, but this is quickly turned on its head when Mr. Link starts to cough and apologises for being nervous. Here, the audience can quickly gauge that he is unthreatening. His round appearance and bright orange fur also mark him as a cuddly, friendly children's character, whilst highlighting his distinct otherness, even compared to the icy white and blue Yetis. This is also seen in his ill-fitting and unfashionable clothing. Landon Roberts described Mr. Link as having a bumbling, unconfident aura about him that results in timid and clumsy exchanges of anger. Zach Galifianakis, who voiced Mr. Link, said, "He is allowed to be goofy and lovable, and is allowed to be himself, which is a direct contrast with the Beast, who is constantly encouraged to change."